to just notice something. There's women, all eating there. Women, all eating there. And let's not forget right there too, because they're everywhere. Oh my god. I don't normally go out, but when I do, I go out with my girls, and I am seeing something, a trend. Girls are all going out with their girlfriends. There's not like one date in that. I'm having dinner with.
Yeah, tell me you are in it just for the money without telling me you are just in it for the money. Am I right, fellas? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to all of you. Today we're going to be taking at this phenomenon that apparently, guys, women are going on their own to these dates, and they're having to, believe it or not, pay for their own food, if you want to believe it. Now, imagine the reverse scenario. Imagine if I, as a man, say, oh, you're not even going to give me head after our first date? We're not even going to have sex after our first date? Well, I'd rather just go out with my friends in that case. And then women will tell me, oh, you're a pig, right? You just want us for our body. Yet here you have women, guys. They cannot say it any clearer, right? They're just in it for the money. Pay for the date, or we are going out with our female friends instead. But gentlemen, before we move on to all the TikToks that we have, let me read some of the comments. And first, let me read the original poster's thoughts. So she says, on January 18th, I had a dinner date with my girlfriend to catch up on life, real estate, and everything in between. We were deep in conversation, laughing and enjoying ourselves when I asked for the check. And that's when I noticed something. Yeah, so when she asks for the check, she noticed that, wait a minute, no man's here to pay for it. The restaurant was filled with groups of women of all ages from 23 and up, doing the exact same thing, dining together, toasting, catching up, and genuinely having a great time. As a lively group of women walked past us, all smiles and laughter, I must have made a face of perplexity, because my friend burst out laughing and said, I know, I noticed it too. I don't know. And we both laughed. It honestly made me pause. I don't usually go out much, so I'm genuinely asking, what's going on? Has the vibe shifted? It seems like, yeah, the vibe has shifted. That's one way to put it. Another way to put it is, men are tired to their ass of your games. It seems like women have figured it out. If we're going to split the bill 50-50, we might as well do it with our girls. Good energy and no pressure. Yeah, guys, you see, if you don't pay $200 on a first date, I'd just rather go out with my friends. Not a single date in sight on a Friday night. The vibe? Top tier, but I can't help but wonder, have we entered a new dating era? Thoughts? I need to know because I don't be dating. Well, the new dating era is men are not interested to go out on dates, right? And we have a comment here from a woman. The comment section is very split, guys. The woman says they all choose peace and joy with 10,000 likes. A man says, for once, spending their own money. Yeah, I mean, guys, this woman is shocked that she had to pay this one time for her own food. This is the most liked comment from men with 8,000 likes, because I'm not spending $230 on food to quote-unquote get to know you, just for us to never talk again. Absolutely, gentlemen. Another man here says, we are strong, independent men, don't need no woman. Yes, yes. New World Order. Peace is free, men choose peace. Another one here says, it's because it's more fun having dinner with your girls than a man who scarfs his food down in 3 seconds and says 4 words for the whole night. Another woman says, women knowing their worth and not settling for half-ass boys looking for a mommy. Bravo, women. Let's read it one more, guys. Another woman here. It's hilarious seeing the men who feel entitled to women all pissy that women are enjoying time together. Oh no, you enjoy yourselves all you want, right? You ladies just keep enjoying yourselves, paying for your own food. Hey, we don't have a problem with it, right, guys? Men have found many things to do. We don't need to... believe it or not, we actually don't fancy spending $230 on a woman we're never going to see again. So, we're not mad about it, right? You do you. But anyway, gentlemen, let's cover case in point, right? Let's cover a woman that is gonna show us the reason as to why men are not so interested in dating modern women.
I canceled our date as he was coming because of what he said. He suggested a restaurant I didn't like. It wasn't bad, but it's not a first date restaurant. For me, the first date is supposed to be really good because I don't know your potential yet. I don't know if you're good enough yet. I have to have a really good time. And then if I like it and then I like you, then I'll see. So I sent him another restaurant.
So what is she talking about, guys? Let's take a wild guess. Put your money on something. Where are you placing the bets? She wants a quote-unquote good restaurant, alright? She wants you to make a good impression. How do you do that, guys? Give me ideas. Oh, Hidan, the restaurant has to be, I don't know, Mexican food. You know, that's gonna make a good impression. No, guys, that's not the right answer. Oh, Hidan, the restaurant has to have beautiful, like beautiful decorations. You know, it has to have a cozy family dinner vibe. No, guys, that's not the right answer as well. The right answer is it has to be an expensive ass Michelin restaurant with red wine for $50. That's a glass. That's what it has to be. That's how you make a good impression. That's the right answer, guys. Yeah? Of course, women won't say it because women are full of bullshit and they like to talk in a non-direct way, yet you're not fooling anyone, alright? We're not stupid. We know that the only good impression you can get is by us opening up the wallet and, you know, handing out the big fat dollar. That's what will make a good impression. So this guy invites her to a restaurant that she didn't like, and she like tells him a more expensive one.
Really good time. And then if I like it and then I like you, then I'll see. So I sent him another restaurant and I told him, how about this one instead? And then he was like, no. He was like, this is a third date, maybe occasion restaurant. You know, it's not a first date thing. Do I look like a small budget, casual first date girl?
You look like a hoe, if you ask me. But there you have dating in a nutshell. It's women trying to get the biggest amount of resources for you while not providing anything. She wants the top tier 5-star restaurant without having to provide anything. You're a stranger. This guy doesn't know you. Who are you? You know? And on the male side, it's, well, I'm trying to get S3X, having to pay the least amount of money possible, right? So this is why the guy says, this restaurant that you're picking is very expensive and is rather a third date, you know? Let me get to know you for a while. Let me see if you're worth it, because if you're giving your body away to the other chads who don't have to pay for a McDonald's meal, I'm not going to be the moron who's going to spend a total of $700 before I get in bed with you, right? Guys, for $700, you can hire a professional studio that is going to give you the time of your life instead of paying for some run-through woman that then again is like extremely risky. She probably won't even give you head. You're paying for all this money for nothing. You won't see her again. Notice what she said. It was a few seconds back, guys. She said, invite me to the good restaurant, invite me to the 5-star restaurant, and I'll see. That's it. I'll see. We'll see along the way. Yeah, I'll see. Translation, I'll be getting pumped by all these other men that I actually feel attracted to, who don't have to pay me nothing, and I go to their houses because I am attracted to them, while you're not attractive enough. You will have to pay $300 a date to impress me, you know? Get out of here.
Like, how confused are you? How confused are you? Like, everything about me, my profile, whatever, everything you can see. You can tell anybody, nobody makes that mistake. Slide in my DM. You do it because you know I am insanely evil. Evil, as in like, I'm not somebody who, like, you want something normal and humble and modest with. There's girls who want very just like a man and they just want to settle down with any man, whatever. I'm definitely not given this. So for him, when he said, I was like, what the fuck?
Again, she's a hoe, right? She cannot tell you this anymore clear, guys. She's an evil hoe who is not humble and wants expensive restaurants. Isn't that like your wet dream wife description? When your mom asked you what woman you like when you were like 17 and you told her, oh, I want an evil, not humble, pricey, expensive, pain in the ass woman. Is that what you told her, guys? Where are these women getting this from, guys? Do they think it's attractive? Do they think it's appealing to men or something? I'm really not getting it. This woman is following the recipe for I want to die alone with cats who don't even want me and will eat my carcass away when I pass away. That's the recipe you are chasing after.
I never heard of that. What do you mean this is not a first date? What do you mean by that? Like, I am the occasion. I am the biggest occasion you'll ever see in your life. What do you mean this is not a first date occasion, maybe a third date occasion thing or something special? I am the special. Like that.
What's special about a public toilet, guys? Can somebody tell me? What's special about an entitled individual with an ego through the stratosphere? It's not special. In fact, it's very common. All right? If I want run through women who are arrogant, that's like the most common thing you'll ever find. Right? You know what's uncommon and unheard of? A humble woman that values men for their personality and for who they are instead of for their wallet. That's unheard of. That's how you can be special. You're not special for being the getting close to 30 women who has her life in shambles, right? Nothing special about that.
For me, like, it fumbled my mind. Like, I never even, like, what? How confused are you? Like, I had no words. I still have no words. Then he suggested a better restaurant than the ones he sent.
I mean, she said she has no words, yet this is a 4.5-minute video of her yapping, so I know that seems like quite a few words.
Originally, but not the one I sent. Like, mine was even better than the one, but like, it was an upgrade still. So I was like, why not the one I sent? Because now I'm supposed to compromise, do something less than what I wanted. Why? I literally have no reason. I have no reason to compromise. It makes no sense. I don't want to.
Talking about no reason, guys. You have no reason to marry this woman other than if you want to basically burn your money. If you want to burn your money and trash your life in the fastest way possible, then yes, this one is quite a good option. But otherwise, she doesn't even want to compromise on like, guys, they haven't even had their first date yet and she doesn't want to compromise. Can you imagine actually living with this woman and she's your wife? This is, again, a recipe for a divorce. If you get married to this woman, guys, it's gonna be like divorce speed run. Let's see how quickly she cheats on you and gets half your crap.
I don't want anything. I want to be like impressed. Give me a reason to leave my house and see you. Somebody who compromises is somebody who wants something they usually can't get. But I can get a billion times and I have been. So for you to suggest...
Of course you have been, guys. She's been absolutely run through. She's been dating multiple men, body count triple digits. We know that, right?
That it makes no sense. Why in your right mind would you think I would want to compromise? So I canceled the date. Actually, this is the third time I canceled on him on the first date. First time he said, I don't know, like he says things that are weird like that. Always within like 2 hours of like the date. Then the second time he did it again, so we had like a FaceTime instead because it was like, oh, it's just the text. It makes me look different. I'm better in person or on FaceTime. So we FaceTime. He okay, but like I know what he's trying to say. Like, no, you're not different. You are cheap and you have no experience with a baddie. If you are used to like a certain standard and you want a certain standard and that's your goal in life, that standard, you have no reason to get less. But if you have another goal, obviously, like you want a husband and a family and you want like a normal life type thing and you're used to it and you feel comfortable with it, obviously go for that. You don't need a 5-star restaurant, you don't need all of whatever, you know?
There you have it, by the way, 5-star restaurant. Oh, Hidan, I really thought that the good restaurant was the one with the cozy family vibe. No, guys, it was the 5-star restaurant, right? For that one guy who is actually naive and was like, oh, I don't think she's talking about money. Yes, she is, all right? But for that one guy, nah, I'm kidding. That one guy doesn't exist. Actually, I don't think. Men have wisened up, you know, guys? Like, men have decoded women. They're telegraphing to us what they want, and men are wise enough to know it. Women are all about money and looks. The younger they are, the more they care about looks. The older they get, the more they care about money. So when they're young, they're willing to sleep with that guy who's broke but very attractive, or who's not necessarily broke but is not willing to pay $3 for a woman's cab to get to him, you know? As they age, they don't have access to the same quality of attractiveness in men, so they go for the money. Now they're willing to compromise with your looks if you're willing to open your wallet enough, right? Also, isn't this woman like a prostitute, right? I mean, by definition, oh, I don't want no husband, I want no family, I'm used to this lifestyle. What's the lifestyle? Giving your body away when a man pays enough. I mean, you are a prostitute, right? Just you take extra steps, but you are a low-tier hoe, like the ones you see in the corner, you know? Like the ones you see in around the highway.
You can have something normal and that's fine and that's normal. You have a different goal. But I don't have that goal, so it makes no sense for me to compromise for something I don't want. Pick your own league. The guys, don't pick somebody way over your league. And the girls, if you know that you are better than that, you have no reason to compromise. Why waste your time? You know you don't want this.
The video ends right here, guys, and I can tell you, if something good has come out of women's arrogance, it's that guys are unknowingly dodging massive bullets. So she cancelled on him. This is like the man's happiest day in his life, and he fails to realize it. You just dodged what could have devastated your life to a point where unaliving yourself will be the best option. You just dodged that, my dude. And I think you don't even know it, right? But you take a look at this video, guys. And, you know, is somebody still wondering why men don't want to date? Why men are not willing to go out and pay money for these women? Every second woman is as arrogant as this one. Also, she's just not attractive. Some guys give me shit like, oh, Hiran, you have high standards. Guys, I don't have high standards. It's not that she's ugly, it's just she's not attractive enough to have this entitlement. Her face is fat. She looks like a hamster who just put like 2 nuts in her mouth. Talking about that, I will put 2 nuts in her mouth, you know, if you ask me, little bitch. But she looks like a hamster. She looks like a chipmunk, a squirrel with like 2 nuts in her mouth. I don't know, just not very attractive. Not a good face. The lips are also weird. Nothing impressive. Not bad looking, but you know, guys, I literally can go out right now to the shop and I'll meet a more attractive woman than her, right? I went out this morning to like the shop, and I encountered like 3-4 women more attractive than her in the matter of 5 minutes, in just that 5-minute walk. Nothing special. You're average. Then again, you're wearing a shitload of makeup. You probably look like a 4 without it. Where do you get off this entitlement? It's crazy. It really is crazy. Get the hell out of here. So there you have it, guys. Are you willing to pay $300 for a literal, by definition, literal prostitute that you don't even get to bang at the end of the date, right? Are you willing to do that? I mean, guys, if you're attracted to prostitutes, you can just go and pay $300 for a real one that's actually going to give you a good time, and at least you're not going to see her being entitled. Where do women get the arrogance? Holy crap, guys. But now let's move on to article. This is for everyone giving up on love and finding a partner. I haven't read it, I just read the title and I said, you know what, most of my audience has given up on finding a partner. So I don't know, guys, maybe this advice will change your life. In my last therapy session, I wanted to discuss why friends seem to have a much easier time in finding a partner compared to me. As I talked, I discovered some bad lines of thought that I believe are not exclusively mine, 32 male, but a tendency in our generation and the ones coming. I told my therapist that if I will analyze my behavior when selecting partners, I could clearly see that I was looking for someone that will potentialize me upwards, and that most people I met and didn't want to engage in a serious relationship were people that I imagine will potentialize me downwards. That being said, I saw in them something either from a social, intellectual, financial appearance, or whatever point of view that are not as good as I judged mine to be. I was more excited with people that I saw as being somehow better than me in the same topics. In resume, I'm looking for someone that I judge to be better than me or at least as good as me. This is very odd in a man, by the way. This is not common. Most men don't care about social, intellectual, financial point of view, even appearance. I think that most men settle down. In resume, yeah, we read that. The first mistake is that there is no such a thing as better or worse people. There are different ways of living, seeing the world, and engaging in the world. So I disagree with that. I think there are better people, right? I know. I like soccer, right? Is Cristiano Ronaldo better at soccer than I am? Yes, he is. He's just better. There are all sorts of things in life. There are better workers. There are people with better personality. There are people with better looks. There are people with better qualifications. There are more intelligent people. There are dumber people. I know, they're just better and worse people. I don't know why you have to have like this very new age, positive, let's accept everyone view. No, there are better people. And there are people who are shit. There are people who are trash and don't even deserve to get fed, you know, if you ask me. The second mistake is that in a relationship, people grow with each other, learn new things, and if, for example, I meet a girl that has some kind of behavior that's just not what I've imagined for my fantasy wife, it doesn't mean that if I settle with her, I'm signing for a lifetime of this so-called bad behavior. She could learn from my way of seeing things, and I could learn from her way of seeing things. It could be a lesson I never even imagined I needed to learn. In other words, when finding a partner, we'll never find someone perfect for us. We have to build it, not the person, the relationship. This guy is quite stupid, if you ask me. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say stupid. I think he gets too much in his head, right? Why are you overthinking all of this? Also, what is this bullshit of fantasy wife? Sounds so cheesy, guys. My fantasy wife. It sounds like women. Probably that's why I hate it. So you see, I don't hate it in women. I hate it in men as well. It's just that women are, you know, have this. You encounter it more commonly with women. Their fantasy husband, guys. The fantasy, the perfect relationship. And this guy, at age freaking 32, has to learn that, wait a minute, a relationship is not going to be perfect according to my Disney narrative relationship. I actually have to build it. Well, at least you figured it out, right? There are women who still haven't figured it out. But to learn this at any point older than 10, for me, is cringe, honestly. The third mistake is that I'm probably trying to find someone better because I think I'm not good enough, even though I am. I don't need someone to potentialize me, I need someone to just be with me. The fourth mistake is that people are not commodities. The only thing we should want from a partner is presence. I was blown away by the words that came out through my own mouth. There are so many criteria, so many worries about details of behavior, beliefs, and even appearance that make it literally impossible for anyone on planet Earth to be a good match. I mean, dude, again, you're getting too much into your head. Look for a woman who, first off, has big melons, some nice milkers, and second, has a good personality. You know? Actually, the personality should come in first, sorry. First off, has a good personality, is loyal, is not going to cheat. Second off, has some massive, delicious milkers. You don't need anything more than that, dude. Stop worrying. I mean, beliefs are important, but we attribute that to the first point, right? The first point is personality. The second point is milkers. You don't need anything more, right? All those details are social, financial. Stop thinking about that. Personality and milkers, that's the key to happiness, my dude. Stop getting it in over your head. This guy has an approach to dating that is female-like, you know, and this is why he's struggling so much, and this is why he's all anxious. Stop, dude. Stop overcomplicating it. Now I realize that I was being avoidant the whole time, that I'm afraid of deciding who to build something with. I believe many of us are like that. Most of us don't even realize. I'm in therapy for 10 years. I think that's a mistake. And the previous discussions about relationships were all about this generation this generation that. In the end, it was me, not the generation. I think it's both things. Therapy, guys, look, I don't want to downplay therapy, alright? I just think that a person going to therapy for 10 years has to either been raped, alright, S3 actually assaulted, or he has had to be in war, or like some big trauma, you know, some big trauma that just shakes your whole life. But going to therapy for 10 years because you feel sad, because you have these little disagreements with your family members, because you don't feel happy in your work, I think that is bullshit. First off, all the money you've spent in 10 years of therapy, you could have probably already bought half a house, right, and actually done something meaningful other than giving your money away. Second off, you apparently don't have any real problems. Everyone is struggling with dating. You're not anything special. You don't need 10 years of therapy. Also, we see the effects. You're just getting into your own head. There's nothing good coming out of that therapy. It's just so bad. So bad. You're not getting anything out of there, dude. And guys, I want to share an experience. This is the one time I went to therapy, right? Because I was feeling like shit. I was depressed. I didn't like it. I was feeling like crap every day. I was so fucking tired. And I went to therapy, right? Like, okay, let's try it. I went for like a few times and then left. And, you know, a few months later, guys, I left my job and I found a new one. And that's it. And life changed. I no longer feel like shit. I no longer feel like crap. I no longer feel tired every day. I'm no longer feeling depressed. That's it. I just left my shitty ass job that made me feel terrible for a plethora of reasons. I'm not going to go into details, but that's it. And that's actually the solution to most people's lives and to most people's problems. Maybe you have a shitty job. Maybe you're not living in the state that you need to be. Maybe you are missing out on human contact. You know, do you spend all day working and jerking off and then going to sleep? Is that your whole life? Well, no shit, you're feeling depressed, right? Go touch some grass, go see the sun, right? And if you don't have a real big, extraordinary problem, like you being S3 actually assaulted or having some big trauma, your problems are going to be solved. People get in their heads too much, guys, and now we live in the era where this is being normalized and this is being like the, you know, one size fits all approach to anything. Oh, if you have any feeling that is not direct happiness, you need to go to therapy for 10 years. Oh no, my hamster died. Oh no, I need to go to therapy. Oh no, my girlfriend left me. I need to go to therapy. Oh, I'm struggling in dating. Oh, I don't feel yippity yay about my 9 to 5. I need to go and spend $300 on a therapist. Jeez, stop it already. Just stop it already. But anyway, let's finish this crap, guys. Relationship with people is not an exchange of anything. It's not a perfect match. It's not objective or assertive. Relationship is something that happens if you let it happen. Wow, those are, guys, the wise words you'll come up with after 10 years of therapy, right? Freaking Socrates over here. This is the, you know, top tier universe knowledge that you'll acquire after 10 years in therapy. You see how much clearer this person's vision is after spending 10 years in therapy? Relationships are presence. Your presence and another presence together. Now, not in the future. Trying to build a good enough dance of presence. Wow, so deep, guys. I'm not even a woman, I'm wet. It's just so deep. I got a hard on, guys. I'm so incredible. The wisdom, the play of words, the poetry, guys. Poetry in motion. It's so beautiful. So romantic, even. I'm gonna go rub one out, guys. This was so romantic. Okay, Ampu is telling me to chill the fuck out. Sorry, I got a bit too much details, right? But guys, this is just so stupid. I cannot believe this post has 500 likes. Guys, relationships are presents. Yours and another one's presents. Alright? Now, not in the future. Trying to build a good enough dance of the presents. What do you think about that, guys? Oh, get out of here. So, this is for everyone giving up on love and finding a partner. Did you learn something new today, guys? Well, if you did, like and subscribe. What I learned is you're a moron for going 10 years to therapy for that piece of bullshit you just gave us. But hey, at least you're 10 years in therapy and you're like, I don't know, $20,000 you've spent up until this point made me laugh for a while. So, thank you. But anyway, gentlemen, thank you for joining. Leave me your thoughts down below. Please like and subscribe if you want this channel to grow just like a wiener. For that guy writing the wiener references, there's one for you. Let me know if you made it till the end of the video, guys, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.